alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. On the return, it's Johnson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They think there's room to run to the right here. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it back to him. Breaks into the open. A really productive run gets it up to the 31-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Raiola from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. That can be a momentum builder to convert your first 3rd down and also get your quarterback in a rhythm throwing the slant.
That's so nice. You always want to do that. You want to start the game in a good rhythm, get your quarterback comfortable. Slants are easy, timing routes, get a first down. Now maybe open it up even more.
Here's Raiola to throw. Makes the grab.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end run.
Wants to keep it in the air. It's complete to the left. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball, and right now that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit now.
Leaping grab for a big gain. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
By the receiver. Gain of 27 on the play. That's a first down for the offense.
And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utah!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
From the gun, it's Owens. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. And the Aggies are in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Right side, it's Anderson. Turning it on! Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
Here we go, ready, go!
Looking for space, it's Edwards. Surged ahead for a couple there, it'll be 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one, they need 8 on 2nd down. The fake wants to throw.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Pulls it. Uh-oh, look out. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the 1st down. It's a fumble. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. Now on the move. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. The Aggies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Quarterback will keep it. It's a fumble. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Throwing Raiola. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Stepping to the right. Throws to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
And this is the kind of quarterback I want to build my offense around. I mean, guys that can scoot, extend plays. It makes the offensive line better, wide receivers better when you can do things like this and get completions down the field.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead as we get a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Holds and fires complete to the right. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. In deafening noise, here's Dylan Raiola. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
Yeah, he says just throw it up and I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field and dive and lay out with that body control, that is a special catch.
The play fake, Raiola. Left side, it's Bray. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Defense all over him. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Here's Raiola to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Through the noise, Raiola tries to get him set. Into the end zone. And complete. He was going for the touchdown.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the minute.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and
He uncorks one deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. He's going to run it. Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard. Texas A&M going up tempo. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Jackson gonna throw it, keeping his eyes downfield. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down, no harm, no foul.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. A&M comes back out with another first down. Tells to run, wants to pass. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is
going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And man, those sting, man. Third down, the money down. Your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially third down.
He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Raiola fires to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. The Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun on third down, Raiola. He's got the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Raiola to the air again. Working that left side now. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball.
Oh, what a play! It's intercepted. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quick give. It's Edwards. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. On the run, it's Owens. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. Trying to get the corner. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. The handoff. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Could be an alley. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Running the red zone, it's Owens. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Aggies want to pick up the tempo. Takes the handoff, it's Owens. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Coming out with it, it's Johnson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here's Raiola to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola on third down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
And the Utes will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Trying to make one miss. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Making the adjustment. Jackson will throw. He rifles one deep to the left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Barring a penalty, this will be the final play of the first half on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Brake. There he goes. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 8 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Wolverines who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Tackled at the 24 and almost... even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. He's changing the play. Booster. Jackson gonna throw it. They're all over it. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Offense in a bunch formation. Second down, gonna throw it. He's not afraid to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
On the move, he fires. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He fires one deep over the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Texas A&M going quickly. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card.
Wide open spaces. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Might as well run him again. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get him in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Keeps it on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Can the D deny them on second and touchdown, Texas A&M. And that one will put them up here in the second half. The AT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Slips through the line. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Throwing Raiola. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Second and long here. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Trying the left side. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Utes want to crank the tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Play action with Raiola. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Trying to convert the third down. Here's Raiola. Tight end getting vertical. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Play action. Dylan Raiola. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Utes. Middle of the end zone. He's got it. Extra point here will tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Edwards. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. On the move at the 30. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it can be hard to stop.
They'll ride the hot hand. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it in his belly. Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Sells to run, looking to pass. Flush to the left. Trying to escape and get it himself. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The give. He works his way inside the 30. They'll mark him down at the 29. It brings up 4th down, and let's see what they do. Off-play action. Rush right in his face. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Handoff to the single back. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
They'll ride him again. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Uncorks it. Big hit. Knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a 1st down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
Wait just a second. They're going to go for it here, and man, if they don't get it, it brings losing into the equation. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Raiola to throw for it on 4th. Not gonna make it, and the 4th down gamble backfires.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first.
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Turns it upfield.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
Rush is on. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the missed connection on third down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Looks as if he's going to run it. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. This offense had a really good opportunity here, and they just spit it up with the fumble.
And I'm so impressed with the defense. This has been a long, hard-fought type game. It's been physical. Guys are tired. But in this 2-minute situation, they're still out there. They're still pulling away at the football, trying to create opportunities for their offense to go win the game. Cannot be more impressed with this defense.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. Here's Raiola to throw. Caught. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Now here's Raiola. Finds his tight end. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Fourth down, and this offense will roll the dice from their own territory and stay on the field. Fourth down, Raiola. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Aggie. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Deep in the end zone, it's Johnson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. They just got a huge break, and now they need to put this ball into the end zone. A field goal really doesn't help much at this stage. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Utes will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
The defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 8. Raiola. Quickly to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a good game. The crowd is going to tell you the result of this one. They are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. Right at the line. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? In a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
The Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Rolls right. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Raiola from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Bringing it back. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of 1st downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. They give it to him again. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth. It's keep that clock running. It's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. It's hard to think of a worse time for a penalty like that than at this stage of the game. It's 3rd and long. On the ground, it's Bowens. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have one left. And now they'll be able to stop the clock just one more time. And he got it! And now the lead is even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Here's Raiola to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Makes the grab. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with the huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
On the move. Rolling right and going deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Throwing Raiola. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. In deafening noise, here's Dylan Raiola. Look out. Wide open downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Trying to pound their way into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And he tacks on the extra point. The clock is just inside 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Behind to crease, it's Edwards. Turning it on! He's got the first down. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Now the Utes take a timeout and they don't have any more left. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And the Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the ground, he's got it again. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.